All right, session number 2. Here we go. I have got my document set up. It is a 10 by 10 Adobe Illustrator file with one artboard. I've started bringing in my images. I found some textures on FreePic. These are vector textures. If we do a Command Y, you can see which they're super, super heavy. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and delete those because they're going to take too much space. And I found another vector, just a Google vector that I put a multiply on and I dropped the opacity. So here's the original and I just put it down a little bit so it wasn't so bold. The original is a normal 100% opacity. It's pretty crazy looking. I love it. Of course, these does have some trademark information in it, so I won't use those little pieces and parts. Or I'll probably end up finding a different texture that is not, maybe a JPEG on FreePic or something, but it's just here for inspiration. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to File and Place, and I'm going to go find all those images that I showed you earlier. Got that one. I may use a tiny bit of that. I don't think I'll use that. I don't think I'll use that, but I'll try. I'll throw it in there. So let's just go ahead. Okay, I want that one. I want that one, and let's go down to there. I think that's everything. Just going to drop these off a little at a time. I always resize them, but I'm placing them in the document, so hopefully they're linked. And if they're not linked, I need to link them because I need to package this file when I'm finished, and I need to see where I got all these images and have copies of them if I need to do something with them later, right? I'm just dropping off some images. And the requirement, I think, is, let's see what the requirement is. Side module. Four to 10 original vector elements. Okay, I'm not going to copy that. I'm just going to leave it there. At least 4 vector stock elements, which one probably be a texture. At least 2 photographic elements. I'm going to use a lot more than 2, and I need some text, of course. Utilize the text tool to add keywords to the design. So all of these different pieces are required, and I want to see those pieces and parts in your package folder when you're finished. 10 by 10 savior. Okay, I don't need any of that. There's a rubric assigned here for you to look at when the time comes. We'll go over that Monday. So I think I'm good for now. Let's trash that. Get back to my art. All right. So I have created a thumbnail. And I saw one of that portal file place, the one I mentioned earlier. That's in my downloads folder. This one, I think. What's this one? Yeah, that one. That one. That one. That one. All right, so I'm just going to grab all these. So I'm kind of making a mood board in my document and just throwing everything on the table here. Like a jigsaw in pieces, and now I'm just going to drop them all off, and I'm going to start whittling down what I'm actually going to use. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to use some type of texture, and it doesn't need to be that big for now. I can just make it a little bit smaller holding my shift key. I might use that. I'm not sure about this one. This is a very distant relative. I don't know who he is, honestly. I think he's his dad. I never met him. Gosh, he looks like Abraham Lincoln. Anyway, we'll keep that one because I really like the way it looks. This old lady is also part of my family. I hate to say that. I shouldn't have said old lady. This is beautiful. I really like this one. I'm pretty sure I will be using this. It's very just kind of grungy already. I don't like the color of this, but I could always do an edit color, and let's convert to grayscale. It's better. Edit colors. Do we have sepia? Just color balance. Grayscale. I'll work on figuring out a sepia. This I think is going to be a bit too modern for what I'm trying to accomplish here, so I'm going to throw that away. I did like this idea of some type of portal. The gas mask was a good idea. I don't like the actual photograph here, but I may find another one. This is a beautiful picture, and this is a beautiful picture. The Helter Skelter, maybe that could be the portal to the happy place. This is a picture of the beach where I used to holiday. Another one of the beach. And I took these photographs, so that's kind of cool. Me at Snuff Mill Lane. So with this one, I might start with that one. So I don't want me facing the camera, and nobody really knows what this means. Maybe I'll put that over there. All right. Now let me get some text here. I think I wrote down on my notes, Mummy. Look, Mummy, there's an airplane in the sky. So let me write that down. And T, bring up the character panel. Let's make it a little bit kind of old-fashioned in English. Look, Mummy, there's an airplane in the sky. Somewhat childish. I'm trying to think about that. I think it was Times New Roman, actually, back in the olden days when we first learned how to read. Like the Dr. Seuss books, you know? It's very easy to read. All right, let's try that. So there is some text. Don't know where it's going yet, but it's there. So we've got the airplane. I do like the airplane. So we've got a lot to work with here, and this is just the beginning. Where did my texture go? Huh. Try it again. File, place. Oh, I think I was going to replace that. That's right. Let's put a multiply on that, just so we can kind of see where I'm headed here. So if we put a multiply on that, we could. It's very dark and it's a bit too opaque, but we could always chill it out, make it a little bit softer. I don't know. We'll see. So cutting out the airplane. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Unfortunately, we can't go into Photoshop, so we got to kind of do this on our own, right? Using clipping mask, Command++. Let's zoom out and let's go in here, and I could always find another picture of an airplane too, and it doesn't have to be perfect. The whole point of collage is, let's get rid of that. Okay. I'd probably add the propeller after the fact, maybe with a Gaussian blur or something like that. I'm just doing the basic outline of the airplane, and I can use my adjust anchor point tool later when I get ready to clean this up a little bit. So I'm just doing a basic shape here just to get the idea working. This can all be adjusted at a later date. Pen tool, just drawing. I'm not even doing curves. I could do curves, but I'm not. I'm going to just do curves a little bit later. I don't need to do them right this minute. I just want to get the basic outline shape. Make a clipping mess, see how it looks. All right, Command 0. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but if we put a red around it, you can see that clipping mask, right? Let's get the stroke panel up here. And let's bump it up so now you can see it really well, okay? Drop that stroke down again. So let's grab both of these together, and we're going to right click, and we're going to make a clipping mask. Now I've got an airplane. Airplane's probably going to be smaller. Then again, it might be big. I don't know, but I still got to get these guys out of there, so I might use, I don't know yet. We'll have to figure that one out. Let's put that grunge texture up the top, cut, select all, place in the front. Look at that. That's amazing. Just adding that texture with the transparency, it just makes that plane look like it belongs, right? And this is going to take some work. So that's just my beginnings. I've got some ideas. I want to put a portal in the middle with a beautiful blue sky, and that's probably where my vector images will come from. So I've got to have 4 vector images too, right? It's a little bit all over the place right now, but you get the gist. I'm going to go ahead and save this as, what do we save it as? Let's do it right. We're going to do it right. Let's do it right. Module 1. My name, Visual Remix. Okay, file save as Sarah Smith, Visual Remix. Is that right? Yep. And it's an AI file. Don't want a PDF, that's for sure. Go to the desktop. I probably need to make a folder, so I'll do that too. Sarah Smith Collage folder. Create. And then I can start putting my pictures in there, right? And click OK. Before I go, I want to check my links panel, see if these pictures came in as links or embedded, and it looks like they came in as embedded because I didn't do that right. I didn't place it correctly. So what I want to do is I want to grab all of these things and unembed. Urban grunge background. Cancel. Man, I should have done it right the first time. I'm going to have to do this manually. So I just wasted a whole bunch of time. Cancel. Relink Urban Grunge. If this were in design, it would have relinked all of them at once, but unfortunately it's not. It's Adobe Illustrator. So I would have to go in and relink all of these, which would take me forever. So instead, what I would probably do is just go ahead and put them all in again. Now that I kind of got an idea anyway, I decided I wasn't going to use some images. I was going to use some. So let's trash all this. And let's go to File, Place. This time I need to say Link. Link. Oh, wouldn't it let me? All documents. Oh, I got to click on one first. There we go. Okay, we want to link. Okay. Flag. Let me just grab all of these and I'll clean them out when I'm done. Place. 1. Too big. Just put them in there small. And now you can see they're linking in the links panel. So when I package, they will be there. So I just wasted a lot of time. But because I wasted a lot of time, I might have saved you a lot of time, right? One more thing, File, Place. I got a couple more in the Downloads folder. Got that one, and let's do that one. We want to make sure it says linked right here, and click Place. And I'm going to drop these off as well. Now I'm just going to go right back through those one more time. I decided I would probably use this one. Sorry, I'm wasting your time here. Definitely that one, possibly that one. That's an idea. Yes, yes, that's my sister's boyfriend. I don't think he belongs in this collage. I don't want to do that one. Nah. Maybe that one. Oh, she looks like me when I was a baby. Okay, the Helter Skelter possibly could be for the hope that comes from after the war is over. This is a picture of my old home where I was born. This is a picture of my old home before I left England. This is me at Abbey Road. We're in Liverpool at Penny Lane. Not really going with the thing. We've got this picture of an old rock. I might keep that one. This is in Cornwall. And we've got the swastika, which I will vectorize probably. And I won't use the whole thing. I'm just going to be subliminal with that because it is such a destructive representation of World War One. Okay, so now there's my grunge. So this one right here is not embedded. I'm going to go ahead and trash it. This guy right here is not embedded. I think I'll relink this one. Phyllis Lilienthal. That way I don't have to recut out all that stuff. So let's go to unembed, see if it works. It won't let me do it. It's so strange. Wonder why. That's all right. No big deal. We'll just do it again. Not a big deal. Only took me a couple of minutes. All right, so there's my ideation so far. Let me save that again. All right, most of everything is, this can go away. Go to link. Okay, I don't need a duplicator of that. This is the airplane. Go to link, trash. I want to get rid of all these embedded up files. So I've got all my linked files. And before I go on with my evening and eat dinner, I'm going to go ahead and go to File Save, Command S. I'm going to go to File and Package. It's going into my Visual Remix folder that I created earlier. Click OK and Show Package. So now if I decide to take this to school on Monday or work on it from another location, I've got all those links. I've got my little Times New Roman font. I've got my AI file right here. And that lovely report that is included in every package file. All right, so that's all I got. Save, close. I will continue this when I have some more time in a little while.